Hey guys, welcome to this video on 6 lessons that we need to learn if we want to succeed with nutrition in 2024. 2023 is done, it's finished, the chapter is closed. This new year is here and it's ready to be scripted. It's ready to be charted, to be explored and planned and executed on. It's here to help us grow and help to refine us and challenge us. It's here to enjoy. It's here to provide peace and likely some turmoil too. And I hope that we are here for all of it. And look, after 7 years of coaching tens of thousands of women on how to nourish themselves and their families, this year was the first that I've spent a full year coaching the same amazing group of women the whole year long, rather than lots of different women in short spurts of time. And there are some things that I've learned, and in conjunction with the learnings of my own imperfect life, I've decided on 6 lessons that we need to learn if we are to succeed with nutrition this year. The first is intention. We have to ask ourselves if we're actually willing to do the work to get better health. Because it takes something of us. And I know that it's popular to say that it's dead easy, that it doesn't need to take up any headspace at all, and that if you just do this one thing, you can enjoy great health. But we all know, if we're going to be real, we all know that it takes something. And if we struggle in our health with our nutrition this year gone, this is the first question we need to ask ourselves. We need to be real with ourselves if I've struggled this year, and there have been times that I've struggled this year to, make perfect or correct 100% nutrition choices, which, by the way, I don't advocate that we're 100% perfect. I don't think anyone on earth has ever been. But if there are times and seasons where we just are falling short and we're not feeling the best, we're feeling sluggish because of the food choices that we're making, it's usually because we haven't allowed some awareness or intention or decision that day to make wise, elevated nutrition choices. We need to have some intention each day, each week, just something to remind us, a little alarm on our phone or a little morning practice to go, actually, yeah, that's what I want for myself. And those nutrition choices, yeah, that's what it's going to take. So yeah, that's right. I do want that. And I'm going to do that today. The good news is that it actually doesn't need to be much. Although it does take something, it really doesn't need to be much. We don't need our nutrition to take up a whole lot of space, a whole lot of headspace, just a little bit. On that note, let's keep moving forward and see what it actually does take. Lesson number 2, are your thoughts about yourself positive? By that, I mean, do you understand that you actually have the power to create more energy in your life? Do you understand that you have the capabilities, that you actually can enact change in your life, that you are the creator of your life, that you can change things, that you really can use food to level out your moods or heal your child's eczema, XYZ condition, whatever it is, to level up your life through your actions? Do you truly believe in yourself to be able to enact that kind of change for yourself or your family? Do you know how capable you really are? Believe it. You really can do worthwhile things. Lesson number 3, rhythms. Gosh, rhythms are everything. I don't know whether you came to my free training this year on rhythms of life nutritionally, but do you have systems, or what I like to call rhythms, in life that transform prepping for great nutrition into like a flow state, into something that you can do with ease and enjoyment? And as the saying goes, tell me about your weekly habits and I can tell you about your destiny. Tell me about your systems around food or the rhythms that you have in life around food, and I'll show you your future health. Let me give you 3 of my favorite rhythms that I use right now. The first is something that I like to call LINA. LINA is my cute little word for lunch and dinner smushed together, and it's simply a 7 a.m. alarm on my phone that recurs every single day. And it's just got that one little word, LINA, with a question mark. That prompts me every morning to just think in my mind, oh, what am I going to have for lunch? And what have I planned for dinner already today? Do I need to make sure that there's some rice cooked and ready to go in the fridge? Do I need to defrost anything? Do I need to soak anything? Do I have the ingredients that I need? Like, it's just that thought process eliminates so much 5 p.m. stress, so many lunch choices that it's just like real quick grab and go because you don't have anything planned, whether it's just, if you're at home, it might be toast. That's typically the go-to at home, right? If you're not really sure what to eat, oh, I'll just grab some toast. Or if you're out and about, you might just grab something from the cafe or whatever. That simple alarm on your phone every morning at 7 a.m. or whatever time suits you, that you're already in the kitchen having breakfast or whatever it might be. Set that alarm on your phone, LINA, with a question mark, and I promise you, the feedback I get about that one simple thing is huge. So that's my first rhythm that happens every day for me, and it saves me from myself, and it saves me a lot of stress too. The second rhythm that I love right now is a 10-minute meeting with myself every week. For me, it's on a Sunday, Friday. For me, it's on a Friday, and it's just that 10 minutes that I take to look over my week ahead and go, what have I got on this week? And therefore, what meals can I plan that actually fit into my life realistically? Many of you may have done my training, the 3-in-7 freedom formula, where I only cook 3 times a week, and it's not always bulk. One night a week, it's bulk. But I've got a system in place where I'm only going to cook 3 nights a week, but there's going to be quality food on the table for all 7. But it takes that 10-minute meeting with myself to actually make that happen and to feel like I'm captaining my ship, that I actually know what's planned for the week and can plan my meals accordingly. And then I can quickly do an online order for some things, and I know exactly what I need for the farmer's market on Saturday too. 10 minutes makes a huge difference to my overall week. And it can be something that's really rewarding too. It can be something that feels a bit like self-care. A 10-minute meeting with myself. Make yourself a cuppa, whatever drink you love. Put your feet up. Just have that 10 minutes that is like solitude for you. It's amazing. The third rhythm that I love is kind of silly. It's not silly. It's a small thing that makes a big difference again, and that's the definition of a great rhythm. When you go food shopping or it gets delivered, don't put it all away. If there are things that you have purchased that you intend to use for prepping a meal or prepping for smoothies or making a pesto with, whatever it might be, just don't put those ingredients away. Take the extra 10 minutes and just make it now. Because how many times have you bought ingredients for a pesto or whatever because you want to get lots of greens in, but you buy all these greens and then you put them in the fridge, but you never really get them out again. They just go brown and gross in the fridge and you end up throwing them away. Just get it done when everything's out already. It saves you time, saves you the headspace. It gets done and then it gets eaten and you get the benefits. So much better. The other things that I do before I put them away are, if you know me, you know that I love to make sweet potato puree and freeze it in ice cube trays for smoothies. And that's because cooked and cooled sweet potato is a resistant starch, which is fantastic for our gut health because it resists digestion all the way down to the colon, where it then feeds the good bacteria there. So it's fantastic for our gut health. But if I just put those sweet potato in the pantry, what are the chances of me actually making the sweet potato puree and freezing it during the week some other time that I think of it and want to make the time? Chances are like 1 in 10, and that is speaking from experience. And look, there are so many things that we could talk about prepping just quickly off the cuff as you put away the shopping, where it might be very small active time and maybe a few more minutes of just non-active time where it's just cooking while you're putting away the other shopping. It's just one of the best hacks I've got and one of the best rhythms in my life. So there you go. That was lesson 3. Rhythms are everything. Lesson number 4, listening. Listen to the woman who's in your corner. And I want to thank, I believe it's Brene Brown for this one. You want to be the woman in your corner. And are you listening to the whispers your body is giving you? Are you in touch with how you feel after you eat certain things? 20 minutes after you eat, scan your body, head, your tummy, your energy. What works for my body may not work for your body, and vice versa. You must be willing to be in conversation with your body and pivot to respond to whatever it's telling you. If you get a sore tummy, a bloated tummy, poor digestion, that's your body communicating with you. And if you feel drained of energy instead of injected with energy, then it's time to listen. If it's hard to think clearly, if you get brain fog 20 minutes after you eat, then it's time to connect the dots, to start listening to your body, to the woman in your corner. Be that person who's got your own back. We've got to be willing to be in our own corner, to go into bat for ourselves, to treat ourselves with the same responsiveness that we would one of our own children. That has been particularly powerful for me this year. And if there's one thing that we can take into 2024, it's this: listen to yourself, and importantly, respond. Lesson number 5. That's meant to say connection, but I guess that works. Someone needs to have your back. Do you have people around you who are aligned? Are they striving for health and wellness with great nutrition? Start conversation with those around you. Find people who are wanting and striving for the same things as you. Having a mentor to crystallize everything down to the most needful next steps for you will also fast track those results. And traditionally, I've always been someone who didn't think that I really needed people, that I needed people who are like-minded around me all the time, and that I really could just do it all on my own. And I believe that you can, but what I have learned is the success rate is so much higher when you share that experience with others. We're human, and the human experience is social. And we really do need others walking the same walk around us. And if you don't have people to share with and to cheer you on, find them. Facebook groups, just search Facebook groups or your local community. My coaching membership, the No Fuss Fam, the No Fuss Nourish Method, is a great place for that. And I'll pop the waitlist link in the comments if that's of interest to you too. Lesson number 6. It's sleep. Success nutritionally the next day starts the night before. Seriously, just go to bed. When you wake up tired, you're already starting the day off from a place of depletion, and your body will instinctively crave caffeine and sugar and quick energy. And that places you in a cycle of the same all day long, and possibly another late night because of the same. So train yourself to go to bed earlier this week than you did last, and then do it again next week. Keep doing it until you're in bed at a time where you're getting a good, solid 8 hours sleep most nights. And when you've done this for a while, try waking to warm lemon water or a warm adaptogenic drink or our boosted hot chocolate instead of coffee. Just try it for 2 small weeks and just see how you feel. When you start the day feeling rested and drinking something that's actually going to support you instead of triggering this cascade of negative reactions in your body, and you stretch and you breathe a little, gosh, you'd be amazed at how much difference it makes to the trajectory of your day. So there you go. That is my 6 lessons to succeed with your nutrition goals in 2024. Number 1 was intention. Every morning, remind yourself to be willing to actually do something for great health. Don't bemoan the small amount of effort it takes. It's just what it takes. It's completely manageable. And I think you'd agree, returns to you at least 1,000-fold more. Number 2 was thoughts. Believe in your capability to elevate yourself through your own actions. You really can do great things. Number 3 was rhythms. Get into that flow state with tiny, regular actions that make your life easier, better nourished, and more energized. Start with the 3 that I suggested and then add your own, or join the No Fuss fam and you can get all of my rhythms. Number 4 was listen. Get to know yourself, get in tune. And in this day and age, it's so easy when someone asks you, how are you? It's common to not really know how to answer because we've not trained ourselves to actually ask ourselves and be in tune with how we are. Rise above the constant noise and get to know yourself. Number 5 was connect. Find some people to share the experience with. Connect with a like-minded community and you'll find your results are accelerated. And number 6, sleep. Starting the day right begins the night before. Just go to bed, my friend. If you want more from me, I do release 1 small action each week inside the No Fuss Nourish Method coaching membership. It's a monthly coaching membership where I help parents nourish their family without them even knowing. It's not in a way of just hiding veggies. Nope. It's you can make substantial and measurable progress in your family's health and nutrition that's far beyond just sneaking things in. Easy swaps and lots of great things that we can do. We don't open the doors often, but we will be opening the doors this February. So you can join the waitlist in the link below and keep an eye out. My wish for you is a progressive, peaceful 2024, one where you can downgrade the stress and upgrade the thriving. Lots of love, everyone.